Dickie Ryan and Shaun Ayers in this one. Ayers with a record of 17-8, and Dickie Ryan with an enviable record, 25-1 with 21 knockouts. But here again is a guy who's looking to take the next step up, and whether or not this is it remains to be seen. Let's go to Michael Buffer and meet him.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we go to the heavyweight division. The referee for this 6-round bout is Vic Draculich. Introducing first, fighting out of the red corner, wearing the solid black trunks, weighing an even 214 pounds. He's from Omaha, Nebraska. His professional record, an excellent one, 25 victories, 21 by KO, only one defeat. Ladies and gentlemen, Dickie Bull Ryan. And his opponent fighting out of the blue corner, also wearing the black trunks and weighing 222.5 pounds, from Las Vegas, Nevada. An outstanding professional record, 7 KOs and 17 victories, 8 defeats and 2 draws. Let's hear it for Shaun "Kid" Ayers.
Go. Where's your chief second?
Waiting for the arrival of Shaun "Kid" Ayers, not aptly named.
Not anymore. He's a strong-looking guy, though.
I'll tell you what. We talked about the other guys not being on the bodybuilding show, but here's a guy who could be.
Look at the legs on him. We get a shot of those legs. I mean, those heavily squatted legs.
Let's go, Ted.
And we were waiting for a second in the corner of Shaun Ayers, and that's the reason for the delay.
Let's go in the middle of the ring. Let's go.
Now, it's interesting. It just goes to show you that having a great build doesn't make you a great fighter. As Shaun Ayers has only 7 knockouts in his 17 wins. You would think, just looking at him, this is the guy who's going to get you out of it.
You think that he get knocked down a wall.
Remember, obey my commands, protect yourselves at all times. Touch gloves now. Let's get to it.
And here's a look at Dickie Ryan. Ryan can get you out of there. 21 knockouts in his 25 wins.
Back in the corner.
It's one of the great mysteries in boxing, isn't it? Because Dickie Ryan, not especially muscular. Shaun Ayers looks like he could just lift the ring and walk out with it.
I was just going to say, you knock him off his feet, you've really done something special.
And that's how they don't knock him this way.
Here's a look at the knockout ratio, and there's the story we were just telling you, just 26% for Shaun Ayers. Pretty good right hand from Ayers, and that gets Ryan to cover up. Interestingly enough, too, you rarely ever see a fighter built exactly like Shaun Ayers.
I think Shaun Ayers either has some tremendous genetics or he's definitely lifting weights. I mean, there's no way you build legs like that.
Yeah, I think he spent more than a little time in the weight room. And, of course, that's always been contrary to boxing.
A lot of trainers think that it slows a man down, that it makes his arms heavier. There are now boxers who are successfully combining the two, and that was a good left hook by Shaun Ayers.
Watch your head. Watch your head.
There's Andrew Holyfield.
That uppercut really getting there for Shaun Ayers.
This is a punch-out.
Yeah, Holyfield's a good example of a guy who does work with weights.
Clearly works with weights, you know, and has done it successfully. Tony Tucker, I'm told, the former heavyweight champion, now lifting a lot of weights. In fact, bench pressing 400 pounds.
Yeah, it doesn't even look like the same fighter, apparently.
Let go. Let go.
And by the same token, they say that Tony Tucker's lost some of the quickness that he's had. So that's the wrap, as you said. Blood from someplace, and I'm not sure where.
Nose of Dickie Ryan.
Ayers able to get inside. He does not have a long reach. And that's where he's doing his best work. And Ryan, of course, would be best advised to keep him on the end of the jab.
Well, they're both small heavyweights. They're not very tall. The weight's 214 for Dickie Ryan, 222.5 for Shaun Ayers, but they're not tall guys.
Pretty good hook by Ryan.
Come on, punch out, punch out, punch out. Watch it, watch your head.
Ayers looks, frankly, like a big, strong guy as opposed to a boxer.
Yes, he does. He looks like a football player, a weightlifter, certainly, a bodybuilder. Although in recent years, he's kind of what Hollywood thinks boxers are supposed to look like, isn't he?
That's absolutely true. Everybody, of course, has his image of Sylvester Stallone as being this tremendous, big guy. And he, of course, if he were a fighter, would be a middleweight.
Middleweight is right.
End of the first round, an interesting first round, probably the most interesting round of boxing we've had. I won't go as far as saying good, but interesting.
Probably the most evenly fought first round we've had so far.
Corner of Dickie Ryan.
You're leading with your left hook to the head. Don't lunge for him. Work your jab.
Breathe in.
Work your jab.
Suck it in. Hard. Hard.
There you go. Work your jab. Work your jab. And when you get in close, go to the body first, then the head. Bring your shots up. Use your uppercuts inside.
Suck. Big deep breath.
Gotta open them up, okay?
Go in on jab with.
Use your jab when you want.
Here's a right hand that Shaun Ayers snuck in, and that certainly hurt Dickie Ryan. That's probably the punch that started the blood flow. You see it again. Set it up with a short left hook on the inside, and boom. And one of the things that Dickie Ryan is not doing, and they're telling him in the corner, he's just not jabbing. He's allowing Shaun Ayers to get in close.
In the corner.
Now he turns the tables a little bit, Dickie Ryan does with his short left hooks.
So we start the second round. Let's see if Dickie Ryan listens to the advice of Pete Souza, guy who has been around the track more than once.
Well, if there's anywhere that Shaun Ayers looks like he's dangerous, it's in close, because he's a muscular guy. A short punch from him, although that chopping right from Dickie Ryan seemed to hurt Ayers a bit.
Ayers looks like he's dangerous walking around a casino. I saw him in a casino today. In fact, I bet on him in the fourth at Bay Meadows. Got a guy named Jorge on his shoulders.
Watch that shoulder.
Ryan not especially looking to set anything up at all, Barry. Just trying to walk in and land big punches. No jabbing, contrary to the advice of the corner. Leading with his left hook, which is what Pete Souza specifically told him not to do.
And you know, it seems that we're seeing more and more of that in the heavyweight division. Guys who just solely depend on power. And that was a good uppercut with the right hand by Ryan. But the jab is just not a prevalent weapon in heavyweight boxing. And right now, Ryan's starting to exert himself here.
Shaun Ayers looks very tired. You're right, Barry. It's a good point. A lot of heavyweights now think that they can all walk out there and be Mike Tyson or George Foreman, and you really can't. You know, there are very few men in any weight class who can knock somebody out with one shot.
And even George Foreman, people forget he's got a pretty good jab.
An excellent jab. I mean, we saw it Monday night. Razor Ruddock, who has an excellent jab, used it hardly at all against Tyson.
Watch the elbow. No more.
And of course, for all these fighters who idolize Muhammad Ali, made a career out of the jab.
Right, and that cycle is up. A couple of giant steps backwards by Shaun Ayers.
Yeah, I think Ayers is in a bit of trouble here. In fact, I think he's in more than a bit of trouble. He's in a heap of trouble. And still a ways to go. And down goes Ayers from a huge shot.
Look to the corner. 6, 7, 8.
I don't believe he's going to get up. That's it. Well, he was looking to load up, and he did.
That must have been one heck of a body shot, I'll tell you, because this guy has got armor on that belly of his. He went down like he was shot.
Must have been one of those shots right in the solar plexus, and I mean it literally takes your breath away.
Especially if you're tired, and Shaun Ayers was getting progressively more tired as the fight went on.
So Dickie Ryan, with the one big shot, we said that that's what he was looking for, and he certainly found it.
Found it. It was an ugly fight, though, for both men, really. Dickie Ryan, I'm sure, would have liked to have gotten out of this fight without getting hit quite as many times as he did, and without having to leave with the indignity of a bloody nose. I mean, he really did stand right within the punching perimeter of Shaun Ayers.
Now we've seen two heavyweights tonight, Alex Garcia and Dickie Ryan, looking to take that next step. And you have to think that next step might be best advised to not come quite so soon.
Maybe they ought to fight each other. Might be a good test for both of them.
That's true. Let's take a look earlier in the round, first of all, Wally.
Okay, now Dickie Ryan started off with a left uppercut, which caught the chin, and there's a left hook right behind it, and that was a very good combination. And then it was the body shot that ended the fight. I don't know if we'll see it that well from this angle. It comes out, it's a left. Well, it's really tough to see there, but Shaun Ayers really went down as if somebody stuck a sword in his side.
Boy, it did, and it wasn't the solar plexus. If anything, it was in the ribs.
Maybe in the floating ribs, the old short ribs.
Not the kind of punch that you would normally see inflict that much pain, nor certainly knock a man down, let alone out.
Well, now we know. If we see Shaun Ayers out in the casino and we're having a problem with him, we know where to get him.
That's right. Hit him in the ribs. Let's go to Michael Buffer and get the official word.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Vic Draculich reaches the count of 10 at 2 minutes, 29 seconds of the second round. The winner by knockout victory, Dickie Ayers.
So Dickie Ryan's record now comes to 26-1, and his knockout string goes to 22. You'll see Dickie Ryan again. He scored his 22nd knockout as a pro, and he is with Wally Matthews. Wally?
And Dickie Ryan is a man who won a punch out with a very dangerous-looking Shaun Ayers. I mean, when you see a guy come in with a body like that, do you kind of think that he might be able to pack a real good punch?
He could pack a pretty good punch, you know. I've been there with a lot of different guys, Foreman, Stewart, you know, all the top guys. So really, when you see someone with muscles, you just don't really get intimidated.
You say you've been in with Foreman and Stewart. You mean as a sparring partner? You're on George Foreman and Alex Stewart we're talking about.
Yeah, as sparring partners. Right. I sparred everybody over the United States. So after being in with those bad guys, you know, you just get used to bad dudes, you know, looking bad. So.
Well, you were a pretty bad dude here in the end of the fight. You set him up here with a pretty good combination. Tell us what you do.
Well, there I just threw an left uppercut with a left hook. And now I'm going to set up that body shot. It's coming up.
This is the end of the fight here. It's a left hand to the body. Can you tell us exactly where you got him? Because we didn't really see it in the replay.
Well, there's a thing you have on your right-hand side called the liver. And I hit him right there in the liver. And that usually works every time because I've been hurt there before, one of my younger days. So I know, you know, that I got a liver there. You know, when I see that opening, I get my left hook there too.
Did you sense that he was getting tired even before you finished him off there? There's a couple of times he sagged into the ropes, and it seemed like, you know, the end was just a matter of time.
Well, I felt like he was starting to feel my power, and I figured I was just trying to set him up for split something. No punch in particular, but I seen that left hook to the liver, so.
Okay, Dickie Ryan, KO number 22 and 26 wins here.